I was born in Oldham and I grew up in a small town called Uppermill. I was like every other kid. We used to play out and we used to just go and roam around in the fields. And I think the very first time I climbed was based on a television show. Myself and a lot of friends, when we were about 12 years old, saw the same TV show on a Saturday morning. Two guys were climbing in a quarry a little bit further away, about 50 miles away in the actual center of the Peak District. And we all saw it and wondered, that's something we could do. We have lots of those things in the back garden. I went to the United States and worked at a summer camp. And I always thought I'd travel around in the States for a couple of years. I'd go to Yosemite. I'd go to some of these places that I'd read about and seen photographs of. And then I'd go back to England and I would get a normal job. And in many ways, life just has a strange method of putting different opportunities in your way. And I was very lucky just to be able to go to the States and spend time there. And I did get quite obsessed with Yosemite, and I managed to climb El Capitan via many, many difficult routes. And in doing so, I got noticed by some sponsors, and that in tune steered a different path. And I feel very lucky to have been able to travel the world and climb it as well at the same time. When I first started climbing, there's of course a grading system, and the upper end of that grading system is the benchmark that everybody wants to aspire to. But I think the most important thing in climbing as far as motivation is just you need that proverbial something to keep you moving forward. You always need to have maybe more projects than you'll ever climb. For me, it's the adventure. It's many aspects to it. It's more than just the difficulty. It's simply to push myself. I think that's a goal that we all have, no matter what we do. And I'm lucky I've discovered climbing. The body and the mind come together. And everything else in life, like all those little nagging questions about how to pay the rent, what to do with the car repairs, it all just disappears. And for those moments when you're on the rock face, the mountain, wherever you are, you're simply absorbed in the moment. I think that's one beauty that climbing has, and something that makes me still keep going back for more and more all the time. I don't think I've enough time on this planet to tick all my goals. I think what you learn from being in the mountains is that we're very, very fragile, and no matter what kind of big ego you can take there, no matter what you think you've accomplished, the mountains have a good way of sort of slapping you around and making you feel very humble.